Welcome, seekers, to the Existential Shift. Thank you so much for joining me. In case you're new, my name is Morgainne. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're going to look into this coming week. We're going to go day by day and have a reading for each day with foresight, insight, guidance for the day. And then, assuming I have enough energy, and that's what I'm aiming for, but I'm hoping for, but we'll see. I'm then going to do four more extra readings by the sign, but more so by the elements, right? So earth, water, air, fire. But we're going to start with the days of the week. Be sure to say hello if you're joining in the chat. Be sure to press the like button. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know your zodiac sign. Before we dive straight into it, first of all, happy birthday to all my Geminis. It's Gemini season, so happy birthday to Gemini seekers. And a couple of just an FYIs, okay? First of all, I'm going to announce soon a day where I will go live here on the channel, giving free date of birth messages, channel numerology, soul numerology messages, and they will be absolutely free for my channel members and for my patrons. Okay, so if you want to be able to join in and get a free message that day, be sure to be an active channel member by then. So join the channel memberships. Regardless, you're welcome to join, obviously, and or be an active patron. And that depends on you if that's something you want to do. Link and information to that is below. Um, I will update you guys in the community tab when I'm going to do that. Okay, so if you're already a channel member, already a patron, it's yours. Yay, I'm super excited about that. You deserve it. I wanted to do something to show gratitude. That's one thing. And then one more thing before we jump in. Tarot Masterclass Bunkai is currently available for unlimited streaming, all 90 pre-recorded classes over on Patreon on tier Master. It's the third tier. Now, for those of you who are already patrons on that tier, you will remain so as long as you wish to, and you will have the classes available for you for unlimited streaming over there as long as you remain an active master patron. However, when it comes to new patrons, it will no longer be available after December 3rd, sorry, after June 3rd, which is the full moon in Sagittarius. So by the next full moon in Sagittarius, which is approximately 2 weeks from when I'm recording this, I will stop the availability of it for new patrons to join, specifically that tier. You will still have tiers where you have a taste of Tarot Masterclass, but you will not have it all available. In order for you to have all the classes, you're going to have to go to Vimeo. So until now, and for the next 2 weeks, and for those who are currently patrons and will join in the next 2 week, meaning if you're a current active master patron, tier master on Patreon, or if you will be joining by the full moon in Sagittarius by June 3rd. Once I cut it out, once I stop it being available for new ones, you will still have it available. You will still have, all the classes for a very, very modest monthly fee. Okay. If you go to the link of Tarot Masterclass over on Vimeo, you'll understand what I'm selling it for and the difference. So I've done it temporarily. I've made it available on Patreon on a very, very, very affordable price temporarily because I wanted all the people who are guided to study what I have to teach and who can handle those studies to have it available for them, even if they can't financially afford more than what I'm offering it for. Right? It was really important for me that those that are in a place that it's good for them and right for them and that they're ready for, that they will be able to have it. However, I'm guided to stop it. And from here on, from June 3rd and on, it will cost appropriately to what it's worth. Okay? So if you get a chance to see this and if you're guided, go to Patreon, join Tier Master, and then you will still have them. I know I'm reiterating. It's important for me that you understand because it's a little bit complicated if you're new. Okay, so that you understand fully. Once I stop it, you will still have it. You will still be there. It just won't be available for the outside. Okay, but after June 3rd, you will only be able to have Tarot Masterclass for full purchase over on Vimeo. You will not be able to divide it in payments and in a monthly membership like you can now and until June 3rd. Okay, just wanted to make it clear. I won't repeat this. It's only for those of you who so happen to watch this video will know this. And if you're an existing patron, do not worry. At the very least, for now, it will still be available. All right. So, are we ready? I think I'm ready. Let's start with hello, Marielle. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Rachel. Thank you guys for joining. All right, we're going to work with the Rider-Waite Tarot. We're going to go day by day. It's not by the sign. It's day by day, Monday through Sunday. And then I'm going to do by the elements if I'm still intact. You know how these lives are. Can be. I'm going to try, okay? You're welcome to root for me and send me good vibes. So Monday. Messages for my seekers, please. Who are tuning in live or in the recording. Speaking of, if you're watching this as a recording after the live and you feel inclined to timestamp this, that would be amazing. So if you can timestamp by the day, and then if I do by the elements, then by the elements, thank you. We will all be very grateful, and I will, if it's a full timestamp, I will pin that comment. Okay. So Monday, I already have the first card out, which is Temperance in the reverse. Okay. Let's pull one more. Let's do 2 cards for each day. Show me Monday for my seekers, please. One more card. Okay. So Monday we have Temperance in the reverse and 8 of Pentacles in the upright. If you're going through some emotional imbalance or feeling not focused and kind of outside of your own flow and outside of your own loop, and you're tempted to drown yourself in work and just avoid it, it will not go away. It will just, see, energy doesn't really disappear. It either festers and then morphs into something that expresses itself negatively, or it is channeled into a different shape, right? But you can't really truly dismiss energy unless you process it or transmute it into something different. So Monday shows me that some of you will be going through it emotionally, energetically, cognitively, and instead of facing it, you'll be focusing on everything else that isn't stuff that you shouldn't be focused on. These are legitimate things that have to do with your life and with your work, but you'll be running away from something which will make whatever it is, whatever effort you put into this work, futile. It will be like wasting your energy because you will be working on something from a place that is imbalanced. So you will be creating a Pisa tower. You want to address whatever concerns you have, whatever emotional turmoil you have. Take a rest, take a beat, have a good conversation with someone that you trust their perspective. Give yourself the time out, maybe meditate, maybe go out for a run, whatever works for you. Have a movie marathon. But don't be tempted to do the escapism thing. Okay. If there's imbalance in a relationship, for example, and instead of having a conversation about it or dealing with it, you go to sleep angry or you run away to work and you just stay there until forever. I'm not saying if the relationship is toxic and you need to leave it. I'm saying if it's like someone that you care about, that you want to have in your life, but then instead of facing them, you just run away, it will just make matters worse. So advice is basically to deal. Okay, so that's Monday. Tuesday. Let's see what Tuesday has in store, please. What's happening Tuesday for my seekers? Message for all my seekers for Tuesday. That's one. One more for Tuesday, please. Monday, by the way, is ruled by the moon. Tuesday is ruled by Mars. So Tuesday, Mars Day. Message for my seekers. One more card. So my little Buddha fell. I always, and the next one is the Fool. Okay, so Three of Wands and the Fool. And I'm definitely going to address the Buddha falling. Let me see how I connect it to these cards, though. So Tuesday is a time to own that you exist and who you are and what matters to you and what you're good at and what you need to do, and take a risk and a leap of faith and invest in yourself. Now, this is from the cards, but it also kind of connects to Buddha falling, because an aspect of Buddhism is the cancellation of the self. The self doesn't exist. So on Tuesday, don't follow that path. You do exist. What matters to you is what matters to you says a lot about who you truly are and what your path is. Okay, these are things that we want to listen to, not run away from. Tuesday, I see you taking a leap of faith in yourself and acting in accordance, knowing your worth, and not staying somewhere that isn't honoring your worth from a place of fear or I'll just cancel myself and, think about the big picture or the greater good or other aspects of life. Those are important, sure, but that's not the message for today. Hi, Chanel, welcome. The message is your blueprint, your talents, your skills, that's the guidance to your path. And if you need to take a risk or do something that is you understand and others don't necessarily understand, but you just understand it, then the messages encourage you to do so. Okay? It's a day to be honored for your worth. And if you're not honored, make a decision accordingly. Okay. Wednesday, Mercury Day, ruled by Mercury. Message for my seekers for Wednesday. Seven of Wands. One more card. For Wednesday. What's going on Wednesday? Okay, so two more cards. So we have three cards for Wednesday. We have Seven of Wands, Two of Swords, and the High Priestess. Okay. I see someone trying to break through walls of secrecy of someone that is hidden from them. Like they don't necessarily understand why they do what they do, how they do what they do. They want in, but they go about it the wrong way. And there's an absolute energetic wall preventing them from being able to have access to this high priestess. So if you're this high priestess, keep in mind that on Wednesday someone might be trying to I don't know, get intel about you, find out something about you that you don't want to be found out, or just approach you, even if it's not devious, they're just going to try to approach you in a way that is combative and not very speaking your language. So you're going to be closed off to them. Um, if you're this person who's trying to have a reach to someone that you want to have a reach to, this tactic is not going to work with them. You'll be blocked. Try to understand how they think and speak their language to them, and not do it from a place that is fake and hypocrite. Don't pretend to be, just from a place that is respectful. You know, this is this person's language, this is what they care about, so I'm going to approach them from that place. Because the high priestess sees right through any bullshit and any tactics and any strategies that are meant to subordinate her in any way, shape, or form. Okay? Her passivity and her quiet and her tolerance are not signs of weakness. However, this Seven of Wands energy kind of brings in, this person brings in an energy of like, oh, she's like this and that. That means I can do the XYZ. It's almost like taking someone's kindness for weakness um, kind of thing. So keep that in mind, whatever side of the fence you're on. I'm also saying two people that are just not the same level. It's just not the same frequency. So there's no match. They're no longer a match. No longer a match. I feel like there will be couples on Wednesday that will realize, so you will really realize that someone that has been in your life that you felt was in alignment with you is really not in alignment with you, and that there's no match. So that might be not something fun to realize, but it's something that Wednesday brings with. Okay. Thursday, Jupiter's day. Let's drink some water. How are you guys doing? Mhm. Do I have moderators or someone who wants to moderate? There's like double the amount of people in the chat than there are likes. So it would be really nice if someone would encourage people to do that. Okay, Thursday. Show us Thursday. Let me see first. One, okay, one more. One more card for Thursday. Oh, Five of Wands, Ten of Cups in the reverse. So if there's an unhappy household with things that have been suppressed and unaddressed, there will be a conflict on Thursday. Like I see people who are not seeing eye to eye. It's kind of continuance in a way to Wednesday. There's no harmony, there's conflict, there's battle. If you're in a place, be it a job, a relationship, a friendship, geography, if you're in a situation where there's no alignment, no harmony, not getting along, not seeing eye to eye, it will come to the forefront on Thursday, and it either is addressed in a way that both parties see eye to eye and can move forward, or it's just not. And it's possibly a breakdown of a connection. So I do see for some of you this week, considering a few of the days that we had like some repeating energies, if you're with someone in your life or in a situation in your life where it's just not meant or not good or has been negative or toxic for a while, it's really going to come out this week, and it's going to be like we won't be able to lie to ourselves about it, right? We won't be able to turn a blind eye. It will be too obvious and too on the surface. But at least it would give a lot of clarity. If you had a question mark, if you were wondering, at least it will give you clarity about what the situation truly is, right? So that's on Thursday. I'm picking up, like, is there anything else to know about this? Or that I should tell my secret about this? Too many cards, but so I'm not going to place them on the table, but the big message from it is if there are harsh words said and painful experience, don't take it personally. You know, sometimes when we have pent up anger or pent up resentment or pent up anything, when it comes out in a way that we don't necessarily mean or isn't necessarily true. It's not to say that it's okay. However, if someone expresses themselves like that toward you, learn what you have to learn from it, make the realizations from it, but don't take it to heart. You're not those things that they're saying. And to turn it around, also be cautious with what you're saying. Don't let your anger get you saying things that you can't take back. Even if you mean it and it's true, find a way to say things in a way that isn't going to scar the person. Okay? Because 10 of Cups is also a family service, especially if you're going to have, if it's a family situation, especially if it's something you're going to have to continue dealing with. The energy is possible for a unpleasant breakdown, but you have the choice and you have the ability to make it happen in a way that is less painful than it should be, than it has to be. Okay. Friday, happy weekend. Freya Day, Venus Day. Oh, sorry, let me check something. Friday for my seekers. What's going on Friday for my seekers, please? Friday, 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 Friday. I'm picking up in the making. Okay. Friday's in the making. Okay, one more. Okay. The Tower and Seven of Wands. This is the you know the phrase that it ain't over till the fat lady sings. She sings on Friday. Something is over, there's a breakdown of some sort, there's an ending of some sort, something that has been really taking a big toll. So this is a good ending. It has taken a lot of energy from you. It has created a lot of frustration. It deprived you of being able to focus or to have well-being, and that thing no longer serves you, and it collapses. For some of you, it's a case of you didn't hear it in the whisper, so you'll hear it in the shout. So it's not a surprise. This is something you already have an inclination of what it could be. You already, you can very much guess what it's about, who it's about, where it's about. So this will be a welcomed breakdown. I see you being relieved. It's not pleasant in the moment, but I do see it as something that will liberate you and then make you feel very relieved afterwards. Okay, so if you've been holding on to something that has been crumbling between your fingers for a while, your own higher self is not going to let it keep going. There's better things for you out there and you deserve it. So it's going to clear the way. Okay. Rachel already feeling it. Yeah. Let's do Saturday, Saturn day, and Shabbat Shalom. Okay, Saturday. Saturday, please, for my seekers. One. Okay, one more card. Two. We have 2 pages. That's such different energy than the entire week that we just had. We have Page of Wands and Page of Cups. This is very refreshing. This is like meeting up with a friend or with someone that you get along with, that you have, good flow of conversation, and just expressing how you feel considering the past week that you just had, just ranting about it, maybe a little bit gossiping, but not in an overly toxic way. You just need to vent, you need to talk, you need to express yourself. So there's like just renewed energy, and something, someone, someplace is just easier and more fun for you guys to connect with, to talk with. It's kind of like washing off the past week's energy, clearing it out, and okay, and feeling ready for the weekend. It's like, okay, let's just put this past week behind us. This happens to you, this happens to you. We're done with that shit. Now let's go and have some fun on a Saturday. Something like that. It's like it could be you and a friend, it could be you and a family member, it could be you and a coworker that you get along with, it could be you and a potential lover. It could be really anything. It could be like you just going out and about for a stroll and having really nice interactions with people that get your mind off of things. On Saturday, go out on an adventure, do something fun, lighthearted, give yourself some new flow of energy. Don't sit at home and cry about the week that's been, or the breakup that has been, or whatever ending you've experienced. Like, just focus on the lightheartedness, on the relief that it will bring. Okay, last but not least, Sunday, and we'll definitely do the elements for the signs. Okay. So Sunday, literally the sun day. Message for my seekers. What's going on Sunday for them? What are we seeing for Sunday? Okay, one. Wow. Such different energies. Oh my God. It's gonna be so worth it. This weekend, you're gonna look back at whatever drama you had going on, and you're gonna be like, so happy to be past it. Show me one more. One more for my seekers for Sunday. Whoa, would you look at that? What a twist. The Magician and Ten of Cups both in the upright. Okay. See, happiness is not something you wait to happen to you. If you want a 10 of cups, if you want harmonious relationships, if you want fulfillment, if you want, dreams to come true, you got to go out and pursue and get them. And it's not just about where you're heading to or what you're pursuing. It's also about what you're not willing to take with you, um, that drags you down. Okay. It's not only about what kind of yes we give, it's also about the no's. This is not in alignment with my idea of happiness and with my idea of prosperity and with my idea of joy. It doesn't give me these things. Maybe surface level checklist, it's supposed to give me these things, but it doesn't. So you listen to your instincts, and you listen to your heart, and you listen to who you truly are, not who you're supposed to be, not who you were told to be, not what you've developed for survival and now no longer serves you. Who you are, what you desire, and you act upon it, and you also release things that don't support it and even do the opposite for you in that respect. And then you're on the track. So it's not necessarily, I mean, it could be that Sunday you feel happily ever after and really like euphoric and having a really, really great situation happen, you know? It could be that. But it can also be you setting yourself on your path, making strong decisions. This could be you literally saying no to people in your past that are just, you're done with. It could be that. So it doesn't necessarily feel great, but your spirit and your soul feel uplifted because you know that now you're placing yourself on the right path. Being discerning, being selective, being protective over yourself and your heart, you know? You can't expect people to be responsible and not reckless with your heart if you're not being responsible and not reckless with your heart. If you allow anyone to take a hold over your heart, if you allow anyone around you in the name of unconditional love to everyone, but what about you? If you worry about everyone's well-being except for yourself, you're not worried about everyone's well-being. It's sacrificial. It's self-depriving. It's self-punishing. It's not self-love. It's definitely not love for others. Because if you let them be around you when they're not good for you, when they're just not good, no one is perfect and no relationship is perfect. This is not about, the illusion. But if you let situations that are just intricately are not aligned, they're just not matching. It's not something that they can work on. It's not something that they can change. It's just the nature of the elements just not working out. If you let them be around you from kindness, you're wasting their time too. Because there's a situation out there or a person out there that does match their blueprint. Don't stick around with people just for the sake of trauma bonding, sorry. That has its purpose, but it has to come with other things as well. If it's just trauma bonding and no other form of bonding and everything just feels hard and painful all the time, you're not doing them any favors and you're definitely not doing yourself any favors. And this is the day, Saturday, Sunday, where you realize, wait, I'm a magician. I'm a co-creator. I'm a manifester. So what are my decisions? Are my decisions in alignment with the Ten of Cups, with what my vision is for myself? Okay. Great summary for the week. How are you guys doing? I like the time. I like that we're 33 minutes in and I'm done with all the days of the week. That's good. That definitely means that we're going to do by the element right now. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, so we're gonna take a 90-second break. You can go pee or grab a glass of water or just watch it because I'll be explaining about Tarot Masterclass in those 90 seconds, up to you. We're gonna take a 90-second break and then we're gonna come back and do the by the elements. All right? So see you soon.
Derot Haftar Orat Torah Avator. The wheel of life speaks the laws of love. Hello there, beautiful Tarochi. Morgainne, the Existential Shift here. You want to undergo a true spiritual quest, a shamanic journey, the path of the heart to discover the bunkai, the secret applications of tarot. You are so fed up with the superficial books you can find everywhere, with information that you can find everywhere. What about the deep stuff? From different cultures, different times in history. What about the other occult systems within it, like astrology, numerology, Kabbalah, Greek mythology? I've put all of it within 90 pre-recorded classes that I made just for you. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, hour long, within my own private living room with me. Feels like a one-on-one. And you get to truly learn tarot. To snap out of our human form, to snap out of being, defined by our astrological map, imprisoned by our karma, break through all of that, have a clean slate, tap into our most highest potential of our soul, just create our life. That is real work with the tarot. How it is done, I will explain.
Did you miss me? Okay. All right. Let's start with messages for the next week by the elements. So I'm going to do Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and then we're going to move on from there. And then we're going to do water, and I think we're going to do fire, and then I think we're going to do air, unless the mood strikes differently. And once again, if anyone out there is timestamping this, thank you. Okay, what? Let's shuffle a little bit. So now it will be a more focused energy, by your elements for this coming week, Monday through Sunday. Let's start with Earth, please. My Earth signs, so Taurus, Capricorns, and Virgos, please. Messages for this coming week. What's going on with my Earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Seekers, Seers, and Shifters. Show me the coming week for them, please. I feel like I need to use a different deck, so let me go grab one. Hold on. Okay. So thank you right away. Let's do this one instead. Maybe it's just for the Earth sign, we'll see. Taurus, Virgo, and Cap. By the way, in case you're wondering, Karma is a witch. I have mugs. I have merchandise, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff, pillows. It's over at Teespring. A link to that is below. If you're about that, if you want, Seeker, Seer, Existential Shifter, or Karma is a Witch, or Hades is Bay. They're original designs of mine. I think they're cute. So if you want one, you know where to find it. Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, please. For this coming week. Shuffling and shuffling. Earths, you're being mysterious and discreet. Love it. Methodical. My earth signs are being methodical. Jupiter is in your sign, in Taurus, I'm sorry. So for Virgo and Capricorn, it trines you. So it's still very beneficial, fluid energy coming from Jupiter. It's a maturing energy where you get to tap into a more mature aspect of you, a wiser aspect of you. No time for bullshit. No energy for bullshit. Where are we picking up for my earth signs, please? Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Five of Pentacles, the Moon, and Five of Swords. Hello, Rita. Welcome. Earth signs, I see you this week. really kind of keeping to yourself and walking with everything that hurts in ways of processing it. It's time. Whatever it is that you've been going through, which is a lot, especially for Taurians out there, um, has taken an emotional toll on you. You're tired, mentally tired, physically tired, and you need to give your psyche, your mind a rest. You need to take long walks in good weather where there's a really nice natural view. You need to take long naps, earth signs, and you need to allow yourself to process. I see a lot of you have been dealing with so much that you didn't get a moment to process, right? You didn't even get a moment to realize how tired you are or how even sad you are, perhaps, for some of you. And you got to let your mind process these things because you can't carry it with you. It will just grow. A recommendation that I have is before you go to sleep, ask your mind to process as much as possible that there is to process pain wise through your dreams. It's a really, really good method when there's an overload of things to process and it's just too much. Your brain already does that in your sleep. Dreams are a big aspect. A big aspect of dreams, I'm sorry, is processing the day and whatever's going on, right? But you can have a more focused, designated work done. And you can be like, tonight I want my dreams to process this event that has recently happened or this thing that I'm feeling, you know? Um, because when it's so much, it's almost like the brain, just like a computer, when there's an overload, it just shuts down and just stares at the wall. So one thing at a time, one night, let this be your homework for the next week. Every night before you go to sleep, mention to your brain one thing or one aspect that hurts that you want to process, and let your sleep let it happen in your sleep. Okay. Rita, if you want to take a question, we can do that after I finish giving messages to all the elements. I'm on Earth now, and we have three more elements to go after I'm done with the Earth. And then I'll be open to seekers' questions if you'll want to book one. Okay. If you want to do private reading, you can send $30 to PayPal or Venmo and write the question that you have. And then I will answer it once we're done. I will see it and I will answer it once we're done. Okay. Otherwise, until then, I'm focusing on everyone on the signs. Okay. Thank you. All right. And this applies if you're watching the recording. What I just said applies only during the live. Only during the live. Okay. And it's for one question and 3 cards that I will pull for each question, if there will be those, if someone will book. Okay. So let me keep going with what I was saying for my earth sign. So that's about that. There is someone possibly that you've been either on the shelf with or they've placed you on a shelf. It's been a very contingent situation with a lose-lose possibilities, like you couldn't see like a way out, you couldn't see a perfect solution. Some of you kept yourself in a very painful situation um, from a place of punishing yourself for the sake of doing the right thing or for others. But you reach a point this week where you just collapse. You can't do it anymore. Nor should you, by the way. You deserve to be happy. And some of you are just used to walking a path like that is solitary and full of a lot of pain and sacrifice. So you think it's normal. So you think it makes sense for you to have to do that to yourself. You do not. It's not okay. I'm picking up death by 1,000 cuts, like dealing with a situation with a person where it's just every little situation in it and of itself doesn't seem like a big deal, or maybe you think, oh, I don't want to be over dramatic, or I should give it another chance. It's not that, but it adds up and it's systematic, and there's no improvement and there's no learning from the other side. It keeps hurting you. If you're in a situation that is very hurtful, God forbid, even cruel, violent, or abusive. And abuse isn't just physical violence, by the way. There's emotional abuse, there's mental abuse, there's narcissistic abuse, there's gaslighting, there's deflection, there's manipulation, there's toying with your mind. This will be the week where it will be so illuminated and so clear and so too much to bear that you'll be forced to snap out of it. And I think this message is really in alignment with the weekly messages that we started with the daily messages, I'm sorry, that we started with for the week. So it might really apply to your situation, earth signs. Let's pull one card in reference to this for each of the different signs. One card for Taurus to focus this on message for Taurus. Two of Cups. Taurus, with you, I'm picking up that this has to do with your love life. Okay, so someone in the romantic sphere. Let's see for Virgo, specifically for Virgo. One card for Virgo for this message. And also, leaving a bad situation will make you available for a very good situation. That's also an aspect of it. Like there's a good relationship waiting for you. Now for Virgo, you got Queen of Wands. So this has to do with your self-expression in the world and your freedom and feeling good about yourself and not feeling constantly shamed or ridiculed or dismissed or belittled. This has to do with your right to go out there and eat the world and have fun and be yourself and wear what you want and be who you are and not have to apologize to someone or a place that constantly restricts you. Hell, this could be a place that has a very restrictive uniform code that makes you feel smuggled and, you know, sick even, and you just want to wear whatever you want. So you go out there and you find something where you can express yourself. Could be as simple as that. Okay. Capricorn, specifically for Capricorn, focus this message on for my Capricorns. Using my own mind, Virgo in the house. Yay, Team Virgo. Welcome. And you're also a channel member, so thank you. Appreciate that. So Capricorns, specify this message, focus this message for Capricorns. One card, please. Too many, just one. I just need one. One card for Capricorn for this coming week. Ace of Pentacles. So there's something, everything that I said for the earth signs is blocking your money, is blocking your abundance, it's blocking your success, it's blocking an opportunity. Once you get out of this sticky situation, money will start flowing, your luck will open up. This has been suppressing you financially as well, an opportunity as well, even if seemingly it's unrelated. This could be someone with very bad financial karma, for example, because especially, let's say when, I don't want to go there, but just an example, when you get married to someone and when you're on paper married to them, whether you're together or not, you take their karma and they take your karma. You can drag them down and they can drag you down, and it's energetically, even if they're not doing anything actively to hurt your money, still. Just keep that in mind. It was just an example. It's just an example. It doesn't have to be about that. Because I pick up it triggers for some of you, but some of you needed to hear that. Okay, cool, earth signs. Rachel says spot on. I'm sorry if it's not in a fun way. Okay. Now I feel like we can move into water signs. What do you guys think? Should we move into water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Oh my God, sorry, Pisces. So next week, please, weekly messages for my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Two cards, one more. One more card for my water signs, please, for this coming week. Melanie, you're a Pisces Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus. Girl. Hello. Okay, wow. The Magician, Queen of Cups, and Ace of Wands. This is beautiful. Okay, water signs, I see you owning it, just owning how you feel, owning who you are, your intuition, your specific, unique path, your creativity, your desires. You're just going all the way unapologetically. You're starting something new that you're creative, you're, what's the word, initiative. It has emotional and spiritual alignment here with the Queen of Cups. It's something that feels good. There's something psychic about it too, because the Magician and the Queen of Cups combination, something also with the Ace of Wands, there's something that comes really from the instinctual realm, from the gut, from the intuition, from um, clairsentient, from the sentient world. It is very in tune with sentiment, with emotion, with spirit. So it's something creative. It's something that requires courage. Queen of Cups and the Magician, they have to own up to something and create something and go all the way. And Ace of Wands is also, it's very independent. It's very self-expressing. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is such an exciting energy. Really great time to start something new, to pursue something you believe in, something that your heart is in line with, to be creative, to believe in your ability, to believe that the impossible can be made possible. Let's quote Audrey Hepburn. There's no such thing as impossible. The word itself says impossible, right? Very exciting energy. It's also alchemical in a way because Ace of Wands is fire, Queen of Cups is water. The Magician has all the elements there. It's like taking two seemingly different elements and combining them together in an alchemical process that works. If it was just chemistry, water would turn off fire or fire would fume off water. It wouldn't work. But because there's an aspect of alchemy here, of magic, the Magician is in the house. It transcends the mundane aspects of the elements, and it works with the divine aspects of the elements, like their other dimensional aspects, and that's where magic can happen. That's where two seemingly different elements like fire and water create magic. I love this energy for you guys. So let's see more in specific. So one card to specify this message for my Cancerian seekers for this coming week. Specify this message for Cancers. Eight of Swords. Okay, Cancer, you are so much more powerful than you believe that you are, than you think that you are. I see some of you really speaking negatively towards yourself and feeling insecure and caught up in something that is very it feels like imprisonment, but you don't have to be there. You have all the power in the world to break out of it and pave your own path, write your own story. It's in your mind, it's other people's minds, it's other people's words. Edward, Cancer just swimming by the existential wave. Existential wave, that's nice. This is the week, Cancers, to break out of something that is very oppressive, to remember who you are, to tap into your worth and to not let anyone close you off. Also, you might be dealing with someone that feels this way, that feels very insecure, that feels very restricted, and you might have the healing power or inspirational power to help them break out of it. Okay. Scorpio, my Scorpio seekers, focus this message for my Scorpios, please. Two of Cups. So Scorpio, this can also apply to you when it comes to romance or love, which is the same thing. So if I take Queen of Cups and Ace of Wands into a Two of Cups focus, this is very sexual energy, very uh very strong chemistry. Something that starts very intense, very sensual, very sexual, very someone that is very attractive, very luring, very almost hypnotizing, I'm picking up. So there's some of you might be starting a relationship or a very passionate, exciting affair this week. Have fun. Okay. Um, Pisces. Let's focus this message for Pisces. Or this could be an existing relationship. This could be with your lover, you know? Maybe deepening the connection, maybe working on tantra, on sexual healing. This is very sexy energy. There's a lot of sex here. Pisces. Message for Pisces. Focus this message, please, for the next week for my Piscean seekers. Eight of Wands. So Pisces, for you, this is about expression of yourself and freedom and going out there and just not having anything that holds you back, that keeps you down, that prevents you from flying. You have a new idea that you're passionate about, you're communicating it, you're creating it, you're manifesting it, you're going for it. You have support from your environment. It's a lot of fun, possible travel I'm seeing for some of you. Very adventurous energy. Like new form of communication, new people, just different culture possibly. You might be dealing with someone who's culturally um, like from a different culture than yours that opens your mind to the world. Water signs, this was a very fun message. Okay. How are we doing? Who should we do now? Fire or air? What do you guys think? Let's do fire. And fire signs, please. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Lori, you asked for fire, already on it. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, my fire seekers. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for this coming week, please. Since when are you quiet? Maria, you're a Sag rising? Hello. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What's going on, fire? Is this a tactic? You're deciding to not say too much? Because when it comes to your nature, you like to express yourself. So why are you being so quiet suddenly? What are you planning? Melanie is Sag, Saturn, Uranus, and Mars. Okay, one more for my fire signs, please. Seekers for fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. One more card for this coming week. Jeez, I'm gonna have to keep waiting on your ass. There we go. Ooh, we have Four of Cups, Five of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Coins. Four of Cups, Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Fire signs, this coming week is going to be testy. You're going to feel like everyone is testing you. Everyone is trying you. Everyone is like trying to say the wrong thing, the conflicting thing, the argumentative thing. It will make you possibly doubt yourself. Don't. Steer through it. You can manage them. You can handle that. Be it a person, be it a job situation. It's like there's more to this. This might be worth the effort. I feel like it's one of those things where you like, like when you're an intern, right? Or when you're like an entry level person and they just boss you around like hell. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Like, but the place itself is really worth it. Like there's place to grow and expand work. This could be a person testing you, but they're really worth it. Like sometimes the more someone puts up tests and boundaries and walls, because um, the more of gold of a heart they have, and they just need to protect it and make sure that you're worthy, right? Sometimes they're just being a vain ass, but sometimes when people test you, it's because you gotta prove that you're trustworthy, that you can handle it, that you're worthy of it, right? So I think maybe let this week try to be as humble and as patient and as wise as possible. And let this kind of testy time look. If you're in a really bad situation where people treat you like shit and not like your worth, and it's been a while and it's never improving, then it's not the case. This is not what I'm saying. And maybe it's worth to just be fuck it. But both, Five of Wands lead to the Six of Wands if you overcome the struggle. Eight of Coins lead to the Nine of Coins, which is a lot of abundance if you put in the work and put in the effort. It really depends on the combination of the cards, right? And different aspects that I'm taking in, different things that I'm taking into account when I'm reading the cards. In this case, I feel like this is about a situation that is it's testy for a reason, right? This is a place or a person that has earned their stripes, hence why they're testing you. So keep that in mind. Up to you. Specify this message for Aries, my Aries seekers. I have a sneeze coming. Thank you. Lori, I just learned transcendental meditation literally last week, and I'm using this method. Oh, amazing. Cool. Congratulations. Thank you, Melanie. All right, let's specify this message for the next week for my Aries seekers. Okay, I'll just take this one. Ooh, Aries. Oh my God, I have to. I can't. So you got 10 of Cups and the High Priestess. Aries, you're connecting in a very harmonious, loving, this what I said about this is someone that has earned their stripes and it's worth it. This applies to you, Aries. It's like this is a situation where you're going to go through the trials, but there's like heaven on the other side of it. It's someone that really knows how to treat people, really knows how to there's healing aspect, there's magical aspect, there's wisdom here, there's maturity, but there's also sensuality and intrigue. And with the Ten of Cups, it's also a lot of fun and joy and celebration. So this is something you're putting a lot of effort into. There's going to be where that maybe you're planning a wedding or planning an event, and this week is just driving you off the walls. Everything, it's so much. But once you walk down that aisle, or once you celebrate that occasion, or once the event unfolds, it's going to be so like euphoric and worth it. So that's for you, Aries. Um, Leos. Specify this message for this coming week for Leo, please. Just one card. Thank you. The Star. So, this is about the trials of the soul, of faith. Do you truly believe in what it is that you're pursuing, in your vision, in your dream, in your goal, in your faith? Because you'll be tested this week. It's your own higher self trying to see if you're actually ready for it, if you're actually capable, if your heart is truly in it. And this week will show you, because if all these challenges and blockages that will come up, if you'll be like, I just don't want to do it, it's just not worth it, then your heart is not in it. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But if you'll still be hung up on the how it feels and what you believe in and the vision, and it's worth it, and it's just these are trials, these are spiritual trials. It's not easy. It's like when you ask for a spiritual awareness or enlightenment or work, whatever the case may be, if you ask for expansion of consciousness, you're going to start seeing yourself truly, and it's going to come with struggle. It's going to feel uncomfortable and testy, and it's like it's the hero's journey. So in your case with the star here, I feel like it has to do with either true love, or a dream that you have, that you want to pursue. It's not going to be easy this week, and you're going to doubt yourself, but you got to believe it. Now, I always have to clarify, if this is about love, like being in love with someone, being into someone, and it's not that you need to separate between you and you. There's a combative mode between you and them, versus there's a combative mode between the two of you and the world. So if it's circumstances that pile up and make things difficult, but the love is strong, and you get along, and you love each other, and you believe in one another, and you're good to each other, then go face the world, right? But don't confuse where it's just not where you're just not right for each other, where it's a constant struggle. Love is not a battlefield. So I just have to say this just to not confuse some of you, so I don't encourage you to stay in a toxic situation. Okay. Then Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Specify this message for Sagittarius. Just one card. Just one card for Sagittarius. There we go. The Tower. So for you, the difficulties and the struggles that will come through this week is to show you, how the foundations are not built right. What's wrong with the foundations? What isn't stable? What constantly trips you? It's a week to go that everything that can go wrong will go wrong, because it's to show you what needs to be fixed. All right. So let's just say you're building a home, and you've skipped the steps of the I don't know, water system or the sewage system because it just takes too long or it's too expensive to do it perfectly right, and you tried some shortcuts to save money or to save time. This is the week where you're going to have a flood, or the sewage is going to flood you, or the pipe is going to burst, and you're going to have to go back and fix the foundations. All right. This is when, if you kept skipping important conversation and you just constantly were like, oh, it will go away on its own. This is where it's going to get really stifling and show you that it's not going to go away on its own. This is the week to confront what needs to be confronted. So it's either fixed or broken down, but it cannot be left that way. There you go. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Okay, fire. That was great. Let's do now air signs. What? Air signs. Are you stuck somewhere? Is your air stuck in a balloon? That was what a weird shuffling. What is happening? Okay. So, air. Oh, I didn't focus yet. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air signs. Sorry, I was like, got stuck for a second in my brain. That's so weird. Let's see how it applies to you. For this coming week, messages for the week ahead, please. For my air signs, my air seekers. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. One, two more, please. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I have the Hangman, 10 of Wands, and 5 of Swords. Air, I see you guys carrying this sacrificial martyr approach in something in your life, and it's going to reach ahead, and it's going to be too much to carry this week. So this week is in a sign of like, if you've been carrying some toxic bullshit, it's going to show itself to you, and like this is something that you've made an overload on yourself. Now there's a higher purpose, a higher goal in mind, but it's not coming from like a true sacrificial place for the truth. It's not like Odin hanging himself from the Yggdrasil tree for 9 days and night to reach the wisdom of the runes. There's something very coercive about this and very manipulative. I feel like maybe you're guided by someone who tells you that you have to suffer or martyrize or sacrifice in order to reach enlightenment or some sort of passage. I mean, that can apply in certain things, but I'm picking up in this case, if it's guided by someone, it's like cult leader vibe that is coming through here. It's someone that has you go through difficult things, and it's for them, it's for their benefit, but they warp it in ways of like saying that it's for your highest good, right? They say it's for you. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're not doing this for you. They're like shaming you. They're like guilting you. Oh, Air sign, you won't do this for me, you won't sacrifice this for me, you're not really loving, you're not really caring, you're not really spiritual. If you were spiritual, if you were loving, then you would sacrifice all of this for me. And it's almost like they're asking you to sacrifice who you are, like what you care about, what you believe in, your dreams. Those are not things you're supposed to sacrifice. And if you have a spiritual coach or any form of coach, doesn't have to be spiritual, like a life coach or a psychologist or an advisor of some sort that, um, it's one of those things where someone will almost like get you further stuck in your misery just so that you'll keep coming to them and book sessions. It's like something really, really, if you feel like you, if you don't feel like you can trust and you feel like you might be played by someone or taken advantage by someone, this is the week to wake up and smell the rotten roses. You have to choose me, or I don't know, something. Look, I'm cautious with my words because there are aspects to spirituality, many of them that incorporate um, trials and some level of sacrifice and going through the motion. And I feel like that's what you're selling yourself when you do that to yourself, or that's what another person or an organization even or a teacher of some sort is selling you. Too much, not good. Let's focus this message as by the sign and start with Gemini. Focus this message for my Gemini seekers, please. The Wheel of Fortune. So Gemini, for you, there is a turn of events that is going to be very meaningful this week. You're going to change your perspective in a way that will change your manifestations and the reality around you. It's time to set yourself free and trust the universe and trust that this wheel of life, it includes pain and growth from there, but it also includes joy and happiness. It's such an important value of life, and it's a godly value to be joyous. Hi, Zebra Libra, welcome. So you're going to have a complete change in perspective when it comes to something that you thought was good, but you realize was just not good for you. Life will show you. It could be this video that you're encountering that makes you change this perspective. It could be a serendipitous event, a sign that you see, a song that you hear. Like things will start. You're going to get confirmations. Libra. Focus this message for this next week specifically for Libra. One card for my Libra seekers. Too many cards. We're not doing a reading. One card, please, for Libra. Knight of Swords. Oh, they're very convincing. They're very persuasive. They can be a little bit aggressive with the way they're trying to convince that their way is the way. It's like coercing you to tag along, to follow them. So in your case, it's specifically someone that you'll see it and like they're gonna get more anxious and more they'll try to have more tactics to convince you, to persuade you, to make you see things the way they see, but it's like always at your expense. So that's how you'll see it. Now, Aquarius, focus this message on Aquarius. For Aquarius, please, for this coming week. Message from my Aquarian seekers. Too many cards. I just want one card, please. One card for Aquarius for this coming week. Okay. Page of Wands. So Aquarius, when it comes to you, it's a little bit more lighthearted. You're not as stuck in it. It's more theoretical and adventurous. You're like considering a belief system, a culture, an organization, a school, a group, a team. Like, and you're seeing it, and you're like, nah, that's just too heavy. Like someone is trying to convince you, and you're like, Aquarians, I see that you see right through it. That maybe the old you would have succumbed to it or fall for that, but you today is like, no, my fun and my well-being are also important. Also important. Not the only thing that is important, but it's also important. Um, so I don't, you're not going to be tricked. I'm going to see you just waltzing out of this situation easy. Okay. Where are we? How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? Okay. So this was fun. Trying to think, is there anything else? Mm. Ophiuchus? Do Ophiuchus. I don't promise that I will always do Ophiuchus in readings like this because, as you can see, it's a lot, and you can always find yourself either in the fire signs or any other elements that you're mostly connected to. But let's do it. I'm feeling it. So Ophiuchus for this coming week. Ophiuchus / Seeker 13, by the way. It could be any sign. You don't have to be formally an Ophiuchus. It could be a seeker that is kind of, I don't know, integrating all the zodiac signs into a new creature that is you. Message for my Ophiuchus for this coming week. Just to summarize it down. Seeker 13s. Let's go one more. Two. Boom, love this. 6 of Wands and the Sun. This is a great week of victory and success and accomplishment. Something is going to happen that will celebrate you. This could be someone expressing their admiration to you. This could be getting a promotion. This could be booking a great project. This could be being in the limelight for something very positive, for your skill, for your talent, for your beauty, for whatever the case may be. I see you really, really shining. Focus in the next week. This is your week. Utilize this energy, enjoy this energy. You might find yourself in a leadership position of some sort where people are listening to you, following you, want to heed your advice or guidance. They need your expertise or your energy to get them through something. But it's happening with happiness and with appreciation. Like it's also fun. It's a really happy situation. I see a celebration of something, of an accomplishment, but you're being celebrated. So maybe you're getting an award or I don't know, something about your reputation grows. Your reputation, like your reputation will precede you in the next week. The Sun and 6 of Wands. Beautiful. Also very fire, very, very passionate. You're leading by example. You're leading by the things that you believe in. People are following. There's also like, if you want to take it to a romantic place, there's something very addictive, like a relationship that is just, you guys just can't get enough of each other. The conversation, the touch, the everything is just like overwhelmingly feel good kind of thing. Okay, guys, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you next time. Stay magic, stay true. I love you.